Aduh. Okay, check 1, 2, 3, check. All right, I think we can start our opening first. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good afternoon to all participants here, our presenters, especially poster presenter. I'd like to thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given us health and bless us. And then salawat and salam to our Prophet Muhammad SAW, who has brought us from the darkness to the brightness. My respected participants here, all presenters, especially poster presenter. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Dedi Fazian Shahputra. I am acting as your moderator today. So in this session, we are going to have the poster presentation session. So this session contains of 9 presenters from different institutions and affiliations. So I saw that the time is already past 5 minutes. As scheduled, it should be start at 11:25 and then it's 11:30. I think we need to save the time to start our poster session soon. Okay, I'd like to please our first presenter from Universitas Syah Kuala, Mr. Hafiz Haridi. He will present his research entitled Fikih Review on Zakah of Marine Resources. So to Mr. Hafiz Haridi, could you please to share your screen, please? Mr. Hafiz Haridi. Is Mr. Hafiz already joined this room yet? Okay, I don't see. Yeah, I don't see Mr. Hafiz Haridi. Maybe we need time to he need time to enter the room. I think we just jump to our second presenter, Mrs. Naili Sumaya, also from Universitas Syah Kuala. So she will present her research work entitled Regulation of Foreign Tourist Dress Ethic in the Realization of Maritime-Based Halal Tourism in Sabang City. To Miss Naili Sumaya, time is yours. Okay, Miss Naili, could you share your screen, please? Okay, Miss Naili, do you hear my voice? Miss Naili, I can see you on our Zoom list. Can you share your poster presentation? Maybe first you can open your audio.
Hello, sorry.
Yeah.
error on my connection, but I need to switch my Zoom from my handphone to laptop first because my share screen is on the laptop. Sorry for this disturbance, inconvenience.
Okay, no problem. So you can start your presentation now, right?
Yes.
Okay, please.
I will share my poster first and switch my Zoom, please.
Okay, Miss Nelly, are you ready now? Miss Nelly, are you ready now?
I have a little bit difficulties. Maybe if
Okay, okay. So I'm giving you a short time to prepare your presentation so we can jump to the third presenter. Yes. Okay, we are welcome to the third presenter, Mr. Adli Waliul Perdana from Department of Aquaculture, Shah Kuala University. He will present his research work entitled The Effect of Beta-glucan Provision in Feed on Sea Growth of White Sea Bass. Let us calibrate to Mr. Adli Waliul Perdana. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dedi, for this time. I will share my presentation. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Adli Waliul Perdana. I'm from Department of Aquaculture, Faculty of Marine and Fisheries, Universitas Shah Kuala, Banda Aceh. Thank you for joining to this presentation and honors to meet you in this beautiful day. I would like to share about effect of adding beta-glucan in feed on the growth rate of white sniper seeds. I did this research with my team. White snapper is one of the marine fish commodity that has important economic value. The addition of immunostimulant ingredients in feed is believed to increase immunity and increase fish growth. The study aims to determine the effect of adding beta-glucan to feed on white snapper. The study used a completely randomized design consisting of 5 treatments with 3 repetitions. White snapper used with a weight of 6 grams and a length of 7. The frequency of feeding is done 3 times a day. The results of ANOVA test showed that the addition of beta-glucan in the feed significantly affected the growth rate of the fry of white snapper. The best treatment in this study was treatment E, commercial feed plus beta-glucan gram feet, which gave the best growth in white snapper where this treatment was able to increase absolute weight, absolute length, specific growth rate, VCR, feed utilization efficiency, and survival. So this is my presentation today. I apologize if there is a mistake. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope that I hope what I have shared will be beneficial for all of us. Thank you, Mr. Dedi.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Adli, for your outstanding presentation. Give applause, please.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, we are going to next presenter, our fourth presenter, Miss or Mr. Nanda Ulfa Khaira or Norfadli from Universitas Syahkuala. They will present their research work entitled Language Relationships and Condition Factors of the One Blotch Grouper, Epinephelus melanostigma fish in the northern coast of Aceh, Indonesia, a preliminary study. To the presenters, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dedi. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Today, I would like to present this research. Thank you to this opportunity. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Nanda Fahira. I'm from Department Marine Science, University of Syahkuala, Faculty Marine and Fisheries. I would like to present this material about this research. Language, relationships, and condition factor of the one blotch grouper Epinephelus melanostigma fish in the northern coast of Aceh, Indonesia, a preliminary study. I will start. The one blotch grouper Epinephelus melanostigma is among a number of highly used grouper fish globally. Considered as least concern in the IUCN red list, biological data on the species is limited in Indonesia, particularly in the Aceh region. The study intended to explore several biological characteristics of Epinephelus melanostigma gathered on the northern coast of Aceh. The fishes were collected from Pelabuhan Perikanan Samudra PPS Lampulo, Huta Alam District Banda Aceh, Aceh. This research from June until September 2020. In the total, 32 Epinephelus stigma samples were gathered in the study. The total length of TL varied between 141.5 to 280.5.4 millimeter, while weight range between 45.1 to 446.4 gram. In addition, Fulton condition or key vary from 1.47 to 4.80. Relative weight or YR vary from 84.37 to 110.55 gram. The LYRS analysis show AB value of 3,511 around 2 equal 0.99, showing a positive elementary group pattern. The study presents an important reference point for the one blotch grouper that will assist in building a visible fisheries management of this species. Keyword grouper, kerapu, fisheries IUCN, and totaling. That's all for me. Sorry for my mistake. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi. All right. Thank you. Ms. Nanda Ulfa. We give applause to Ms. Nanda Ulfa. Okay, it's a really nice presentation. So we're going to move our next presenter is Maulana Wali Akbar from Universitas Syah Kuala. He will present his research work entitled Catching Investigation of Yellowfin Tuna based on the distribution of chlorophyll A in the north waters of Aceh, a November and December analysis. To Mr. Maulana Wali Akbar, time is yours. Okay, look like Nanda is very happy. Okay, Mr. Maulana Wali Akbar. So I don't think Mr. Maulana Wali Akbar is present here. So we are going to next presenter. We would like to welcome Miss Nur Fadila from Department of Aquaculture, Universitas Syah Kuala. She will present her research work entitled Community Structure of Plankton in Anak Laut Lake Sabang Pulau Weh. Mrs. Nur Fadila, time is yours. Ayo siap-siap. Okay, I don't think that Mrs. Nur Fadila is here, so I'd like to continue our next presenter, Mrs. Ismaricha from Department of Aquaculture, Faculty of Marine and Fisheries, Universitas Syah Kuala. She will present her research work entitled Study of Growth and Morphological Development of Tilapia.
Okay, thank you.
Larvae in BBI Lukup Badak Aceh Tengah. To Mrs. Ismarika, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I thank the moderator for their time. To shorten the time, I will present of my research. Okay. I will present my research study of growth and morphological development of tilapia or Oreochromis niloticus larvae in the BBI Lukuk Badak Aceh Tengah. Oreochromis niloticus is one type of fish that has high economic value and is widely consumed by the community. The growth and development of tilapia larvae need to be considered. This study aims to determine the growth and development of tilapia larvae. The parameters in this study were observation of total larval length, daily growth rate, and morphology of tilapia larvae. This research was conducted for 30 days. Measurement of total length, growth, and morphological development of tilapia larvae were measured on day 1, 5, 10, 15, 30 to 20, 25, and 30 days after hatching. Data were analyzed descriptively. The result of this study show it that the growth of tilapia larvae from day 1 to day 30 increased. The development of tilapia larvae in the yolk shape phase occurred on day 1 to 7, and the transition phase occurred on day 6 to 7 day after hatching. And on the egg, the yellow shape had been exhausted. Finally, the morphological development of tilapia larva began to form completed on the 10 day after hatching. Okay, thank you. I return to moderator.
Okay, thank you very much to Mrs. Ismaricha for her outstanding presentation. Okay, it's good, very nice. Yeah, so we're going to move our next presenter, Miss Rosi Rahayu from Department of Fisheries Resource Utilization. She will present her research work regarding to fishing vessel queue in Kutaraja Fishing Port. To Miss Rosi Rahayu, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dedi. Hello, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I want to present my presentation. The title is Fishing Vessel Queue Model in Kutaraja Fishing Port. And let me begin. My name is Rosi Rahayu. I'm lecturer in Fishing Technology, Department of Utilization of Fisheries Resource. And let me begin the presentation by explaining the background of this study. Okay, the Kutaraja Fishing Port is the largest fishing port in Aceh, and the activity is the highest as well. The status of this fishing port in 2014 increased from Type C to Type A, that is International Fishing Port. So it attracts the new larger fishing vessel to unloading their catch here, like 100 gross tonnage fishing vessel. And this causes the fishing vessel often queuing when unloading process. So that we need to identify queuing model of the fishing vessel in Kutaraja. And I use the candle method. And the result is the wharf of Kutaraja just provide for a server to service the fishing vessel with 50 gross tonnage. Ideal. If there is a larger fishing vessel landed, like 100 gross tonnages, it leaves just 2 servers. So the long queue happened. And we conclude that for discipline, the fishing port is first come and first service. And to accelerate the unloading process, we need crane as a tool to unloading fish. Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much to Miss Rosi Rahayu for your outstanding presentation. We give applause to Miss Rosi Rahayu. Okay, thank you. So we are going to move our next presenter. Will be delivered by Mrs. Fadilah. Yeah, Mrs. Fadilah will be presenting her research work. They have two poster, I think, yeah? Two poster presentation, community structure of plankton in Anak Laut Lake, Sabang Pulau Weh, and polyculture of tilapia and lemeduk in floating net cage as a strategy for utilizing natural food. So she has, as your information, this Mrs. Nufadila is very diligent researcher. A lot of research work produced by her. To Miss Nurfadila, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dedi, for opportunity to me. Today, I want to present my research that's about polyculture of Tilapia, Orychromis niloticus, and Lemeduk, yeah, Barbonimus, Cornelfeldi in floating net cake as a strategy for utilizing natural food. This research will conducted in Lukubada, yeah, in polyculture. Polyculture is a sustainable aquaculture system. This system can reduce pollution and increase feeding efficiency. This study, I'm to analyze the performance of growth, biomass, and food competition for tilapia as the main commodity and Lemeduk fish as a secondary commodity. In system polyculture in floating net cake. Method in this research use a completely random design consisting of 5 treatment and 3 replication. The research container used floating net cake with a size of 0.5 cross 0.5 cross 1 meter. Yeah. The treatment, 5 treatment, namely is treatment A, Tilapia, treatment B, combine tilapia and lemeduk, yeah. Treatment at 40 and 20. Treatment C, and tilapia and lemeduk is 30-30, yeah. Treatment D, tilapia 20 and lemeduk 40. And the last treatment, lemeduk 60. Okay. The result showed that the polyculture system of tilapia and lemeduk significant effect on absolute length growth, yeah, specific growth rate, biomass production, and had low competition between tilapia and lemeduk. So in this research, we have a conclusion: the polyculture system is better than the monoculture system. And the absence of competition between tilapia and lemeduk in using food. Okay, thank you, Mr. Dedi.
Okay, Budila, you can continue your another topic.
Yeah, okay.
Community structure. Okay, please.
Yes. Sorry, I have to refer. Yeah. Okay. This research about commodity structure of plankton in Anelaut Lake Sabang Pulau Weh. Yeah. The plankton is the role of plankton as a natural food effect and the potential of fish in the water. The structure of the community of the plankton in Anelaut can provide an overview of the stability of these waters. The purpose this study to determine the plankton biomass and the structure of the plankton community of Lake Anelaut Sabang. Yeah. This research was conducted in September, yeah, 2019 in the water of Lake Anelaut. We have 4 stations. Yeah, the determination of observation session using the stratified random sampling methods, and the chlorophyll analysis we using the trichometric method. And the result showed that the plankton composition have 27 phytoplankton and 4 zooplankton genera. Bacilla rhopice is a dominant class in this research. The abundance plankton was 21,3 individu per liter. The structure of community showed the diversity index is category high, awareness index and low dominant index was low. Based on chlorophyll A, value rank 2.84, yeah, 2.84 milligram per liter. That is in medium nutrient category. Conclusion in this research was anak laut lake has a high level of community stability with trophic status of mesotrophic eutrophic. Okay, thank you, Mr. Dedi, for your time.
Pak Dedi, your sound. Your microphone, Pak Dedi. Hello, Pak Dedi.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much to Ibu Nur Fadilah. We give applause to Bu Nur Fadilah. All right. So now we are going to move to our, so we are going back to our first presenter, yeah, because the presenter is here now. So we'd like to welcome Mr. Hafiz Haridi from Universitas Shah Kuala. So he will present his research work entitled Quick Review on Zakah of Marine Sources. It's quite interesting topic, yeah, because it's very rare we hear about this study of the Zakah on the marine sources. I think it will be interesting presentation. So I'd like to please to Mr. Hafiz Haridi. It should like sound familiar, eh? Mr. Hafiz Haridi to present your presentation. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Dedi, for the opportunity. I would like to share my research on the topic of zakah, fikih review on zakah of marine resources. As we know that economic growth in this modern era has led to the diversity of assets that can be obtained and has a very large productivity value. So one of the activity is marine industry. This potential asset do not mention the obligation of zakat in the Quran and Hadith. So we cannot find the obligation of zakat in the Quran and Hadith about marine resources like fisheries and etc. As we know that it's today become one of the largest industry with very high valuable economy. The development of the times followed by the development of technologies and science must also be accompanied by the development of thought in religious science or fiqh. About this topic, there are differences opinion among the Islamic scholars. However, the four schools of thought agree. Hanafi, Shafi'i, Hanbali, and Maliki agree that there are 5 types of assets that are obligatory to pay zakat. For example, livestock. After that, gold and silver, mining, and found treasurers, and also agricultural. So these five type of asset, it's obligatory to pay zakat. However, in fixed study, there are form of qiyas or analogy that can be used to make a statement of law according to the zakat of marine resource. So every good released from the sea have the same position as gadima, which has already been legalized. And if it cannot be accepted, then at least it has the same position as mining goods that are removed from the earth because they are of the same nature. Uh, uh, According to the modern day ulama, they use the qiyas method to conclude about zakat on marine resources. They come to the conclusion that the zakat of marine resource it can be 1/5 or 20%, which analogize or kias to zakat from minerals produced from the bowels of the earth, like oil and coal and etc. So in this case, some jurists in fiqh are of the opinion that there is no nisab in it. So every time the fisherman or boat that catch fish in the ocean and docking in the port, so they have to pay zakat about 20% based on this study. Also, other scholar on fiqh impose 10% of zakah, which analogies to agriculture, and 2.5% of zakat, with analogies to trade zakat. In conclusion, I would like to conclude, marine industry today have become one of the income source, even for personal nor companies, with very large productivity value. Even it does not mention the obligation of zakah in the Quran and Hadith, but it does not mean that these assets are not an obligation to be issued zakat. There are three opinions of scholar who obligate zakat on what is produced from the sea as on the basis of qiyas from other zakat, like I said before, 20% or 10% of the value, or 2.5% zakat with analogy to trading zakat. Just that, Mr. Reddy.
All right. Thank you very much for your very interesting presentation. We give applause to Mr. Hafiz Haridi. Okay. Well, we're going to move our another presenter. Like to welcome Mrs. Naili Sumaya. Mrs. Naili Sumaya from Universitas Syah Kuala. She will present her research work entitled Regulation of Foreign Tourist Dress Ethics in the Realization of Maritime-Based Halal Tourism in Sabang City. To Miss Naili Sumaya, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the time that was given by the moderator. And I will firstly share my screen.
Yeah. Okay, Miss Naili, could you share your share screen, please?
Okay.
And is it possible to on your camera, please?
Okay. Nggak tahu dia mana.
Screen-nya laptop.
Nggak bisa.
Mau yang buka laptop?
Enggak, kan nggak ini tadi.
I think they have a technical problem. Can you share screen? Maybe, or
Okay.
you can turn off the camera first and then try to find the share screen option.
Okay, Naili first. Miss Naili, first click on the
Okay.
or maybe you can share your presentation to me.
Yes, of course. But can I share from WhatsApp only?
Yeah, you can share.
You can share.
Yeah. Well, maybe, yeah, Pak Didi, I will help you. Okay.
Sorry for this inconvenience because I should open my my presentation. I should present on the handphone, and I got the constraint to share screen in my handphone, and I cannot open my my presentation on the laptop because I cannot break out the rooms from the Zoom presentation before.
Okay, never mind, Miss Naili Sumaya. Okay, so our co-host will help you to share your PPT. So maybe it will take a couple seconds. Okay, there is the PPT. So Miss Naili, time is yours.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Naili Sumaya. I'm as Naili Sumaya and Muhammad Adli Abdullah present our presentation with the title of Regulation of Tourist Dress Ethics and in the realization of maritime-based halal tourism in Sabang City. This presentation, this research is based on the availability of special autonomy of Aceh's government, Aceh's government, and we know the special autonomy which has by the Aceh's government called Kanun, and the Kanun of halal tourism was conducted in the Kanun of number 9, 2019, concerning on the master plan for tourism development of Sabang City, and as we see in this regulation, the indication of halal values in the Kanun need to be looked at further on the overall coverage of halal aspects that need to be applied to support halal tourism with a local identity and global competitiveness. This research is based on qualitative and literature research, and the objectives of this research is to determine the need for the scope of rules or derivative rules from the side of international tourists in terms of the obligation to comply with local halal norms and ethics, such as etiquette for beachfront dress and supervision. And we found that the results of this research for some points, firstly is the focus of the development of halal tourism in various regions that is currently happening in this world is the development of the application of halal from the tourist provider side, so that it is not offended by supervision on the tourist side. So it's different. While the government concerning from the provider side and the tourist side. So the second point is tourist alerts are only focused on Muslim tourists, but not with non-Muslim tourists. So this will cause problems when there are foreign tourists who travel to Islamic regions or cities, whose people live in the norms and customs in the Islamic law, like in Aceh, specifically Sabang City, and especially in the ethics of dressing for non-Muslim countries. And third, the third Aceh Ulama Consultative Assembly, we know as MUI, or in the Aceh we know as MPU Aceh. As its assembly has carried out socialization in collaboration with the Aceh Islamic Sharia Service, the Tourism Office, and the Wilayatul Hisbah in order to implement, enforce, and develop halal tourism. These parties has also given a will for the government in the development of halal tourism, such as in terms of dressing in the on the beach, focusly for the foreign tourists which are who are a non-Muslim. The fourth is the government has issued regulation such as which I stated before, called Kanun number 9 of 2019 concerning the Sabang City Tourism Development Master Plan. And the discussion for this research that I can conclude that although this Kanun has alluded to in general the description of management based on halal values and local wisdom values as the identity of Sabang City tourism, such as state in many articles and points in the Kanun, but it still needs includes many points about from the tourist side, specifically from the tourist dress ethics, such as also was stated by MPU Aceh, and they are also suggest to the Aceh government to implement the complex of regulation in concerning halal tourism. As a conclusion from this research, we can say that the absence of detailed rules on halal tourism compliance for tourists will have an impact on tourist non-compliance, including clothing or dressing. So that this can be seen clearly from the non-compliance of non-Muslim tourists in minimally dress, which is still difficult to organize. So it is necessary to have supervision under a clear law to organize tourists to dress in halal tourist areas by maximizing the application of halal identity in tourism through strengthening regulation and supervision. It will require every tourist, including non-Muslims, to comply with halal values and local wisdom. So that's all my presentation. Thank you for this chance to present my research, and also my partner Muhammad Adli Abdullah. Thank you for this chance. Lastly, I say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much. It was very nice presentation presented by Miss Naila Sumaya. We give applause to Miss Naila Sumaya. Okay, so our next presenter will be Mr. Maulana Wali Akbar. Maulana Wali Akbar from Universitas Syekh Kuala. So he will present his research work about catching investigation of yellowfin tuna in north waters of Aceh. So I'd like to call Mr. Maulana Wali Akbar. Are you here, Mr. Maulana Wali Akbar? Okay. Mr. Maulana Wali Akbar. Or will be presented by Mr. Rian Juanda. Okay, to Mr. Rian Juanda. Are you going to present this presentation, Mr. Rian? Okay, so I don't think Mr. Rian will present this presentation. So I think we are jump to our next presenter will be Mr. Akmal Maulana. So he will present, it will be represented by Mr. Dedi Fazlian Saputra. So present his research work about the okay. So the PPT is loading now. Nampak PPT? Kelihatan PPT? Kelihatan? Hah? Kebesaran? Okay. Okay. So we will present about our presentation entitled Growth of Green Mussel Penaphridis Culture at Different Depths in Estuary Waters in Alunagar Village, Banda Aceh. So this research is going to see the differences about the growth of the green mussel in different depths. So we put the depth surface of the water and the bottom of the water. So the parameters we measure were absolute weight gain, length gain, daily weight rate, daily length rate, specific weight growth, specific length gain, length growth, and survival rate. So the results show that the independent sample t-test so that the treatment in the surface 0.9 meter, the treatment of the bottom of 0.9 meter is get the better growth compared to the surface water significantly. So it affected the weight gain, the length, the growth rate, the specific growth rates, and other growth parameter. So that's all my presentation. Thank you very much. I will turn to our moderator. Okay, well, thank you to myself, I think, okay, who have presented the presentation. So next, we are going to call the second call to Mr. Maulana Wali Akbar. Yeah, Maulana Wali Akbar. Are you here, Mr. Maulana? If disappear, so I think we just finished our poster presentation today. So I'd like to thank to all presenters here who have presented their research work. I hope this research works can be useful for all human beings and then can be applied to other aspect of this animal science or this multidisciplinary research work, because we can see here that we have a variety of this topic, like beside they discuss about the marine, the fisheries, and other things. They also discuss about the religious aspect of the marine resources, especially on zakah, and also the halal tourism, foreign tourist dress ethics in maritime-based halal in Sabang City. I think it's quite interesting, so that we can get many useful in this many benefit in this poster presentation. Thank you for your attendance today. So I'd like to thanks. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you next time. So I'd like to remind you that in this 1:30 we will start our oral presentation. No, 1:30. One past 2:25. So it will be we will be having an invited speaker from Universitas Kuala, will be delivered by by Dr. Nur Fadli. Dr. Nur Fadli, and also after him we will present another about 9 presenter that will be present their oral presentation this afternoon. So feel free to join us on time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.